If you want to be competitive at Georgia Allstate and make it into the top ensembles, you need three things. You need a metronome, you need plenty of time to practice far in advance of the audition, and you need to understand the judge's form. The judge's form is the form that the judges are filling out while you're busy playing your audition. You get points for the scale going up, points for the scale coming down, and points for the arpeggio. Here's an F major scale played at 144. That performance earned a score of 7 points. 3 points going up, 3 points coming down, and 1 point for the arpeggio. Don't start with 3-octave scales unless you're already very advanced. When you begin your practice, start with 1-octave scales and do them slurred so that your fingers are the main point of your concentration. Later on we can add the articulation. Let's try it. Let's play all 12 major scales around the cycle. If you want, you can watch the sheet on the screen. Now let's play the 1-octave arpeggios. Make sure you follow the fingerings suggested over the notes and play with the metronome. Okay, next let's work on the 2-octave major scales. Okay, and now let's tackle the 2-octave arpeggios. So, those are the 1-octave and 2-octave scales and arpeggios. And if you can do those, you can earn a tremendous number of points at the Allstate audition. If you did just the 1-octave scale for the symphonic band audition, that's the 11th and 12th graders, that would earn you 35% of all possible points just by doing the 1-octave scales, not even doing the arpeggios. Just the scales would earn you 35% of all possible points. If you did 2-octave scales and arpeggios, you'd earn many more points. You did up to 82% of all possible points just by doing the 2-octave scales. That's probably good enough to get you into the district honor band. If you want to go to Allstate, you're going to need to do all the 3-octave scales. So let's work with those. Let's try to play along, and we'll just focus on the high octave at first. Okay, and now let's practice the high octave major scales. And now let's add the high octave arpeggios. Okay, before we practice the chromatic scale, please look at the half notes at the bottom of the page. These 4 notes are the key to playing a very, very smooth chromatic scale. The low E should be played with both little fingers down. The left little finger should be on long E, and the right little finger should be on low F. So we start with both down, we lift the left finger up, we put it back down on F sharp, and then both little fingers come up for G. Do the same thing for the next 4 notes, only we add the register key. B, both down. C, left little finger comes down on C sharp, and then D. And we do it in reverse on the way down. So it sounds like this. Coming down. When you can do that smoothly at a fast tempo, then you can tackle the rest of the scales. Okay, let's do the exercise. 1, 2. Once you can comfortably slur your major scales and arpeggios at about 120, then it's time to introduce articulation. This little study will help you as you put it together. Start with a low C. 1, 2. Go to low F. Pretend that you're playing through all 3 octaves. 1, 2. And then 3 octaves. 1, 2. Once you can do this, then apply it to all 12 keys, and you're good to go. If you have any questions, drop me a line. Thank you.